Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter: Educated Privilege, Lessons from Private Tutors Who Serve the 1%. There's a tutor in Manhattan who only meets clients at the Plaza, not in the lobby, in a suite, with a tea tray set out, a view of the park, and an assistant who handles introductions. He's not a professor, he's not a test prep guy, he doesn't advertise. But if you're in certain circles in the Upper East Side, he's the first call you make the moment your child misses a mark. His name, Edgar Morland. He's not just a tutor. He's a strategic intellectual concierge. And the price? $3,000 per session. Yes, session. This isn't just about getting into the Ivy League. It's about maintaining a family legacy. It's about polishing the brand of the next generation. Edgar doesn't sell grades. He sells cultural currency, which is exactly what you should be doing if you want to sell high fee services to high net worth clients. And if you want to learn how to position your offer like Edgar does, quietly, powerfully, and with the authority of someone who doesn't need the client, go to getwealthyclients.com. You'll find my best-selling books, private training vaults, and frameworks that help consultants, advisors, and luxury service providers attract the affluent without begging, discounting, or cold outreach. That's getwealthyclients.com. Now, let's get back to what makes tutors like Edgar such a powerful case study. Lesson number one: the performance isn't the service, it's the confidence in continuity. Let me tell you what I mean. Edgar's not selling the fact that he can help your 15-year-old write a stronger essay. He's selling the emotional security that comes from knowing we have someone who can fix this. Just like a family office has a tax strategist, just like an art advisor helps navigate auctions, in elite households, the tutor isn't an emergency call, he's an expected part of the team. So, what does this mean for you? It means you have to reposition yourself not as a service they buy once, but as a stabilizer of the system. You're the one who keeps the future on course, whether that's managing wealth, advising brand strategy, running concierge wellness, or consulting behind the scenes. If you serve the 1%, you're not just a service, you're infrastructure. And infrastructure doesn't sell hourly, it sells presence. Lesson number two: privacy isn't optional, it's oxygen. Edgar's name never appears on a website. He's introduced by code, the Lowell guy, among certain families at Trinity and Dalton. He signs NDAs before the parents even speak. Why? Because when you're working with legacy families, discretion is status. Every touch point you have, from your calendar links to your onboarding forms to the way you refer to past clients, must exude containment. The wealthier the client, the more they fear exposure. You don't win their trust by being impressive. You win it by being invisible at the right moments. Let me introduce you to another name, Dr. Fiona Ashcroft. She's not listed as a tutor, although that's what she technically does. She's billed as a developmental enrichment consultant. Her specialty? Children of billionaires who are falling behind emotionally, intellectually, or socially, despite having access to the best. She doesn't offer a syllabus. She offers a transformation arc. And she never travels alone. Every client relationship begins with an on site visit that includes observing family routines, interviewing household staff, reviewing previous academic feedback. Then she tailors a development strategy, not just for the child, but for the household. Because Fiona knows the tutor isn't solving for test scores, the tutor is restoring control to the family brand. You can do the same. Are you solving small problems, or are you restoring order to chaos in your clients' lives? That's how you go from $300 an hour to $30,000 retainers. Lesson number 3. The elite want customization, but only from those who already understand the rules. You don't get to reinvent grammar with a hedge fund kid. You follow tradition, then gently upgrade it. The same holds true for you. Want to offer something innovative? Fine, but it must be rooted in mastery of the classics. Don't disrupt the norms until you're proven you know them. That's especially true in finance, consulting, brand advisory, wellness, and estate services. You can't market to the wealthy with, look at my fun new thing. You market to them by saying, I understand the architecture and I know exactly where to bend it. And if you're ready to be seen as someone who brings order, discretion, and elevation to the lives of the elite, not as a service provider, but as an asset, go to getwealthyclients.com. There you'll find the systems that help you build authority quietly, build trust without trying, and build a book of business where the best clients introduce you behind closed doors. Final story. Fiona once had a 10-year-old client in Switzerland whose father had just bought a football club. The boy was spiraling, disconnected, hostile, unable to focus. She spent 2 weeks with the family. No worksheets, no lectures, just long walks, sketch pads, conversations that built confidence, and a custom designed tutoring plan woven into board games, match analysis, and art projects themed around strategy. 3 months later, the family was on vacation in the Maldives. The boy walked up to Fiona and said, I think I'm becoming more like the me I was supposed to be. The father cried. Not because Fiona raised his son's scores, but because she restored his narrative. That's what the elite will pay for. Not tasks, but the people who make their world feel right again. And if you do that, you'll never have to pitch again. This is Mark Satterfield. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Velvet Rope Playbook. I'll be back at you soon with something new, but until then, bye for now.